Hey, how's it going, Lexi?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Are you excited for training today?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Awesome. We're gonna get started in like 5 minutes here, but we should have some other people joining us. For that time, feel free to keep your camera off, and mute yourself if you'd like.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, and by chance, do you have access to a computer just because we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth between like phone work and computer work today? So I want to make sure you can see everything while we're doing it.
Yes, I have my
Awesome.
computer right with me.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
You want a burrito?
Um,
Hey, Evan, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. Well, welcome to training. This is going to be Smra Training. I just want to check that you've got your phone and computer available and charged and all of that.
Yeah, I do. I'm all good.
Awesome. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes. We've got two more people joining us, but then we should get started right about 1:05.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Hey, Lexi, I just wanted to confirm, is your first name technically Isabella?
No.
Awesome. What is your
It's
name? What
technically
office? Uh-huh.
Alexis, but I go
Okay.
by Lexi.
Awesome. I'm just putting it in my notes because I don't have you on my sheet here. And what's your last name?
Garcia.
Garcia. And which office are you with?
Lubbock.
Lubbock. Awesome. Perfect. Alrighty. All right. I just sent a text out to our last two. I'm gonna wait like 3 more minutes and then we'll get started without them.
Was the other Isabella Landerade?
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
let me
Is
text
that
her real quick. That's one of my friends.
awesome?
Let
Great.
me
Yeah, I
text
just sent out a text to her, but that's super great if
her.
you could.
Mm.
Awesome. Actually, Isabella just texted me back that she can't make it.
Okay, cool. Mm.
Awesome. Awesome. It looks like we have Josiah. Hey, Josiah, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing
Yo,
great.
Josiah. Yo,
What's
yo,
up, man?
yo. Mm.
Awesome, y'all. How's it going today?
You doing
Going
good?
good. Going good. Can't complain.
Great.
Weather's
So
been great.
I know I'm really liking this cold front. Are we all in Texas, I think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm here in San Marcos and it feels so great. Like it's cold and windy, but the sun is out and shining. It's honestly awesome. Alrighty, so training today is set to be 3 hours long. With this amount of people, I can't imagine it's going to take that long. So be sure to ask questions. I have a couple breaks built in, so don't worry about that at all. Alrighty, and I'm going to start my slideshow and share it with y'all.
So good.
Um, All right. And can everyone see this okay?
Yes.
Perfect. All
Yeah.
right, so today we're going to just start off with SMRA training. Does everybody here already work with Cutco and is familiar with the sales rep position?
Hmm.
Perfect. Alrighty, so just to get the most out of today's Zoom, obviously we want our cameras on. Y'all all seem super engaged already, and be sure to ask questions and take notes, just so y'all know this is being recorded, and I am going to get it posted on YouTube later today, so I can totally send you all those links if you'd like. Awesome. Some fun photos of Cutco. The photo of the locations is just to remind y'all that when we're doing this SMRA outreach, even if someone is maybe moved to a different state or goes to college in a different state, we totally still have options for them, and we do want to get them hired regardless of with it if it's with our branch or with another branch. Awesome. So while we're here, we want to help these young minds get into their untapped potential by igniting confidence and vision for their future. Great. So just as an overview, this is the sales rep position. This is what we're going to be representing through the SMRA position. And just this is like the summary of what we really want to reiterate there. The flexible schedules, that $24 base pay guaranteed with the opportunity for commission, scholarship and internships, getting your resume looking super top tier. And then again, how it works, just those one-on-one presentations that I'm sure y'all are all super familiar with. Awesome. And when I'm working in the SMRA program, I really like to just have in mind some really good examples like this. This really helps me just keep going if I'm facing a lot of rejection in the day and also have some super good, not only brand conviction, but position conviction, if that makes sense. So I like to think about my friends who have been super successful here and have absolutely changed their future because of it. Great. So what stuck out to each of y'all in, a phrase or a sentence or less about Cutco and why you joined?
I was reached out to and I thought it was like the perfect opportunity because I wanted to start doing stuff like this. So I just thought it'd be really cool.
Awesome. And what about you, Evan?
Sorry, I was joining. What stuck out to me, this was actually my first job, and originally I just wanted money, but what stuck out to me was just how the businesses ran, the friendship, the team environment that the business surrounds. Like I just got back from Olean, and it's like a bunch of grown women and grown men thanking 19, 20-year-olds for like us doing our jobs. 'Cause, like without us, they were like, and I quote, wouldn't be able to put food on the table for their family. So like that just team environment really meant a lot to me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's an awesome mindset. Josiah?
What stood out to me was when I first started my training, there were a lot of individuals that would come in to speak to us that were just like me. There weren't like people that were like, "Oh, I did Cutco 30 years ago." It was like people that were like, 19, 20 that already had a lot of success. I was like, okay, this might be possible for me to really be successful in this. So,
Awesome, great. I love all of those answers. I definitely have like similar answers to all of that. I started here also in sales because someone reached out to me through this social media recruiting position. And now I've ended up here just because of how much respect and love I have for like Cutco and all the things it does career-wise for us as students. Awesome. Alrighty. So y'all matter so much, especially for building this SMRA program. So this is providing jobs. You are in charge of the first impression. And I just want to know what y'all are hoping to get out of this, whether you're branching over this upcoming summer or if you're hoping to just help out with recruiting within your own branch.
You want us to respond to that, right?
Yes, yes, please,
Okay,
anyone.
okay. Yeah, no, I do plan on branching this summer. That
Awesome.
is the plan, and so out of this, I really just want to see, how the work flows, what else I could do to get some good SMRs on my team, and then really just have a successful branch run this summer.
Awesome, great. And what about you, Lexi?
Um, I'm not sure if I would branch out. I mean, I'm going to nursing school. Um, so I guess just see this opportunity and just see where it goes.
Awesome, great. And Josiah?
yeah, I'm also interested in branching this summer. Um, and so I've heard that this is the key to a successful branch. This is like something that you want to maximize, so definitely want to know the ins and outs. And also giving
Abs
people opportunities is big for me. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen firsthand. I've led this thing and it's put our recruitment numbers so over the top and really, really helped us get in like consistent applications and sales reps. Awesome. Alrighty, so next we're going to talk about just how we get to a new Cutco sales rep. So obviously the jobs for receptionists are calling them, getting them scheduled for the interview, ensuring that they show up to the interview through all of the information we give them and stuff like reminder calls. Getting them hired and through training really falls into the manager and AM's area of expertise. However, the way we even get in touch with them in the first place is these touches. So that's going to be through this Instagram outreach. So the first time you follow them and you like their first photo, that's a touch. Then the first time you Instagram message them, that's a touch. And when they like one of your photos back, all of it is super important interactions that are really helping us to build connections with these people before we even talk to them. Awesome. So there's going to be three types of like advertising, social media, and networking stuff we're going to be doing today. So there's your personal network, which is going to be this top 25 plus list that I'm going to have y'all make. That's of people you know that are either local or a college student who you know. And those are people that you think would make great either sales reps or SMRAs, depending on how you're looking at this position. So for y'all boys that are branching, I'm sure you're taking this more as like a learning opportunity. But Lexi, it seems like you might be stepping into this position more so. So just to keep that in mind. For the three-way text message introduction, it's a super great way to get in touch with someone you're friends with. So if I have a friend named Sally and my manager's named Damien, if I do a three-way text to Sally and say, "Hey Sally, I just started working here. Let me know if you think it's a good fit. I have my boss Damien on this thread if you do." And Sally responds, "Oh my goodness, yes." Damien says, "Great, let me give you a call." Then she knows what number is calling her and everything can flow super smoothly from that post touch point where we're trying to get them scheduled for an interview and hopefully launch. There's also stuff we'll be doing like DMing your current Instagram or Snapchat network, as well as that Snapchat blast. Other offices call it a party, but here we call it a blast. As well as other passive networks like that IG story post, other social medias, whichever you use more. I don't know about y'all, but I personally don't use Facebook all too much. Putting your link in the bio for online applications, and then targeting outside of your network, just those best recruits available in your territory, which is something that y'all can be trained on later on. Alrighty. So first thing I want to do right before we have a super small break is have y'all update your link in your bio. First thing I want to confirm, do all of y'all's offices that you'll be working with have an online application link of some sort? Awesome.
Mm,
Evan, yes. Josiah, yes. Lexi?
I'm not sure.
Awesome. And you said you were with the Lubbock office?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have y'all start doing that. If y'all want to take a quick screenshot of the page, we want to see something like this. How do I go back? Awesome. So we want to have that application link in your Instagram bio and then a little line about Cutco kind of. So we'll work to fund travel is always a great one, or student work opportunities below is also a great line to put. So I'm going to give you all like a couple minutes to do that. Um, and then Lexi, I'm going to help you work on finding that link for the Lubbock office. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let me see, I think.
Josiah, do you got it or you want me to send it to you?
It's a Houston student work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Where are your top locations to branch at?
Uh, Humble, Spring, and Tombow.
All right, so the same ones as me. Bet. All
Same
right.
ones.
All right, literally the exact same ones. Like literally the exact same ones. Okay.
That's close
Awesome.
enough, man.
Lexi, so I'm going to put a link in the chat. If you can't find the one for the Lubbock office itself, this is one to Vector Marketing's website where you apply like through zip code, and that's how y'all will get applications.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. And that will work for all of y'all if you did choose to go with that link.
Okay. Mm.
And then when y'all are done with that little like bio update, I'm going to put my number in the chat. If y'all will just send me a screenshot of what you did with your Instagram bio, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Can you show that screen again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's like
I'm going to stop share for just a second.
Do we need to put it as entrepreneur?
Absolutely not. You could put student worker or something like that if you'd prefer.
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, Mariah, how's it going?
I'm good, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. So sorry for the Zoom mix-up. I want you to rest assured that you have not missed anything super significant since I know you've got those like 2 years of experience. Um, so the point we're at right now is I was just having people update their Instagram bio to look a little something like these last two lines. So just a little line about like how you work or why you like Cutco. Student, sometimes I put up here student worker instead, and then a link to your online application system.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Uh, hello.
Awesome. So I've got Josiah's. It looks awesome. I've also got Evan's. So we've got at least like two nurses here, two future nurses. It's awesome. Evan and Lexi.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sending it right now.
Oh yeah, no worries. Awesome. That looks great, Lexi. Perfect. Hey, and then Lexi, could you possibly put your email in the chat, please? Because I do need to send you a couple extra documents.
Yeah.
I just had everyone else's email before. You're not getting like special documents or anything. Awesome. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get us moving on just so I'm not, holding up anybody's time too much. Um, Alrighty, so next I'm just gonna show you all a couple little examples of what kind of this first part of Instagram messaging and posting is gonna look like. Awesome. So this is what our posts normally look like. We design them through Canva or on Instagram itself because Instagram does have some really good features. So some key things we always are highlighted is we want to make them seem personable. So we want to like have them be personable. Obviously, this is like some girl reposted this of this guy, and this is him playing sports, but also talking about the work opportunity, which is really great for emphasizing kind of, oh, I'm a student athlete. I could still get a job. That's crazy because I have a sister who's a student athlete and she truly feels like she has no free time. But I know Cutco is something that could absolutely work with that like sports lifestyle. Some things we always want to like be including in here is great summer work opportunity or great student work, emphasizing those flexible schedules, whatever your base pay is. I know we're all in Texas, so I'm pretty sure it's 24 right now, but I'm this one is a little just outdated. And that work you can work remotely. And then most importantly, we're going to be adding like that link on everything we do to make sure that they can apply easily. We don't want anyone to be like, oh, okay, how do I apply? And you'd be like, oh, I don't know. We want to make sure they have a direct way to apply without even interacting with us because we all have those followers who we don't really know that we're not good friends with. So we want them to feel comfortable applying without actually having like a super like intense conversation with us, if that makes sense. Awesome. So pretty soon here, we're going to get ready to make an Instagram post. What I want y'all thinking about is what kind of photo you want to use. Do you want to use a photo from work at a super fun staff event? Do you want to use a photo from your personal life, maybe with your new puppy, or maybe just like your favorite photo of yourself? So what we're going to be doing is designing that Instagram post. So pretty soon here, I'm going to have y'all opening up Instagram, finding that favorite photo, and then adding this stuff in it. And you can tag either your manager or just another friend you work with that you think might have a little more credibility. Typically, what we're going to tag is the official SMRA and or the manager of that SMRA if it's the SMRA posting. Since I know a lot of us are in training right now, we don't have to really stress about adding anyone if you don't already follow your manager. but I want to make sure y'all are able to just design a super quick story post and get all of these things up in it, especially that link. So I'm going to let y'all kind of toggle with that for about 5 minutes. I'm going to be right here. I want y'all to ask any and all questions, whether it's about like formatting it, how to get that link attached, or what exactly it should say. Okay.
I will say, how do you pronounce your name?
Mod,
Or
like mod pizza.
Mod? Okay, yeah, cool. Nice to meet you, Mod. I literally just in our office, I don't know if Josiah did, but in our office, we literally just posted we did that post yesterday actually, SMRA post. I posted I think 2 days in a row, and then I also had three people that I reached out to that also posted SMRA. So I did do that the other day actually.
Awesome. And were y'all advertising for the SMRA position or
Mm,
for the sales position?
it was for the SMRA position is what I did. Some of them did. I think Josiah might have did the actual work position, but I did the SMRA position is what I did.
Awesome. Josiah, did you do the sales or the social media position?
Yeah, I did the sales position.
Awesome, great. Yeah. So Evan, feel free to make that again. Josiah, if you can just send me a screenshot of what you did last, because obviously I don't want y'all doing that like every day. It becomes a little less effective on the daily. But Evan, I would love for you to do a new one because these advertisements are for the sales rep position. So while we do need those dang it. While we do need those SMRAs to like help us do all of this, we also need to just like run through this once to make sure, because I know y'all are branching, make sure y'all know how to do it in the future. Awesome. So I'll give y'all like 5 minutes to do that. I'll be right here. Let me know if you need any questions or if you have any questions. If you want to like screen share and have me help you out, totally open to that too.
Maud, I did have a question. Did you already share the SMRA post that you create out on social media?
No, I did not. I totally can, but I want y'all to kind of create your own if that makes sense.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Yeah. There are some examples going back like this. Are you familiar with the like SMRA post? Have you ever made one of these before?
No, that's why I'm here, just trying to get that trained up so that way I can train other individuals. We've done plenty of like the sales posts, trying to get actual workers and reps, but we've never done one for SMRA.
Awesome. So this is for the sales post. This is SMRA training. So what the SMRAs will do is make those posts advertising to get more salespeople, if that makes sense.
Okay, got you.
Awesome.
And this still will correlate to that. Okay, understandable. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So it's totally what you've been familiar with before, just these like Instagram stories, advertising for the sales position. Later on, there's different ways we're sourcing the SMRAs, but
Okay,
later on, I can totally go over that.
okay, thank you.
Awesome. That looks great, Josiah. Dang, y'all have $25 base pay in Houston, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
You're beating us by $1. I'm sure that's like a cost of living thing, though.
Where do you stay at?
We're here in San Marcos and our base is
Okay.
24. Yeah. And San Marcos is, probably the least expensive of the Texas cities just because it's so small. Awesome. And then again, once y'all are done, just send me like a screenshot of the way you posted it, just so I know how y'all are doing, or like if something's just a little off, we can tweak it now rather than later. Awesome. And then if y'all want to add something in at all, you can totally always say, excited to start my new role working at so and so, or working with so and so, or at Cutco. Or for the SMRAs specifically, if the SMRA is saying this, they would say, excited to start my new role helping students find great jobs with the San Marcos Cutco office or office name inserted there. Um, is everyone understanding how to add that link button to the Instagram story post? Perfect. Awesome. Hey Carmel, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Sorry I'm a
Good.
little late.
Awesome. Yeah, no worries. Are you joining for the SMRA training?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's see. And I don't have your name on my list. Which office are you at?
I'm gonna say the Lubbock office.
Awesome. Love it. Coolios. Alrighty. And could I have your email in the chat, please? Just to send you a couple documents.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. And then just so today is going to be camera on for most of the time, okay?
Okay.
So what I was having everyone do just to catch you up is they were making an Instagram story post. How familiar are you with Cutco and with the SMRA program?
I'm familiar with Cutco, not so much with the SRA program.
Awesome. So I'm just going to show you what we kind of had going on.
Okay.
So we're working on making an Instagram post that looks like this.
Okay.
Um, so what you want to find is your favorite picture of yourself, maybe at a work event or a school event or something. You want to put maybe not need an easy summer job, but something like
Okay.
student work opportunity, and be sure to add kind of these 3 or 4 big components there, as well as the most
Okay.
important part, adding that like linked apply here. So I'm pretty sure you have a link for
Okay.
the Lubbock online application process, right?
Um, I don't know because I was reached out through Instagram. That's how they reach out to
Awesome.
me and then straight to a phone number. So I didn't get a link.
Awesome. Great. So you are just starting off with this SMRA program then. Were you ever a sales rep?
I was not, no.
Awesome. Then, unfortunately, since you're just a little late today, I'm going to have you come back for the next training. This one is recorded, but
Okay.
it just doesn't make sense for me to go back since everyone here was
Yeah,
early.
no,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll hopefully see you at the next training. If not, you'll probably watch me on this recording. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Awesome. Perfect. Oh, I would have loved if she had shown up early. Alrighty. Do we all feel like we're good and ready on those Instagram posts? Awesome. Alrighty. How's it going, Lexi?
Sorry, it's good. I'm so like particular on how I make
No,
these.
totally. Totally get it. I'm like the same way. That's why I like never do a personal Insta post because I'm so like, no, that has to be perfect. So I totally
Yeah,
get
me
it.
too. That's what I'm like. It's not perfect.
Awesome. Alrighty, so now we're going to work on a little bit of stuff with Snapchat, then joining it into a lot of application-based stuff. So we're almost done with kind of the content for this, and then we'll get into some more fun stuff where I'm not just talking at you the whole time. So with the Snapchat Blast program, the goal is to post a story and join your college story if available, then to send a message to all your friends saying, hey, I just started a new job helping students find flexible works. Do you want me to send you the info? So the first thing we're going to do is join that college story. So what you want to do, does everyone here have Snapchat?
Yeah, I'm already in it.
Awesome. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is pull up Snapchat, click on that emoji in the top left to get to your profile, scroll down to communities, then click that add school, then add a college button. Now I know this can like take a sec, and I'm pretty sure you need to authenticate it with your school email. Is everyone in school? I forgot to confirm.
Yes.
Awesome, great. I know we always have our occasional non-college student, so I just wanted to check. Awesome. So you're gonna add that college, whichever college and year you are, and everyone just send like a thumbs up or a smiley face in the chat whenever you've got that ready.
Hey, Mod.
Yes.
I actually do not have Snap. Um, Only because
Awesome.
I've had some situations in the past where Snap was signing me out, so I have like 10 accounts on Snap. So I've been kind of
Awesome.
struggling. Instagram's kind of been my main funnel. I don't really know what.
Yeah, no worries. Since I know you're in that branching category, not officially training for the FMRA program, totally just take super tedious notes on this part, is what my suggestion would be, just to make sure you know how to explain it to the next person.
Okay.
Awesome. And then for the rest of y'all, just let me know when you've got that already. Awesome. Lexi, Evan.
Do you
Perfect.
mind running through what you said again? Sorry.
Okay, I
Yeah,
have a
abs
question.
yeah. Lexi, go ahead and then I'll get to Josiah.
Um, for what am I posting? Am I posting for the rep or for the SMRA?
So the SMRA will only ever be posting for the representative position. It's more so on occasion that we're finding the SMRAs are sourcing
Okay, so
more
we're doing it for the
SMRAs.
rep.
Yes, so that is
Okay,
the position that you're going to be mostly representing through the SMRA work.
okay. Sorry, it's so confusing.
No, all good.
Mod, are you going to be sharing this recording to our Gmails? Okay.
Absolutely. Just give me one. Awesome. Sorry, y'all. Alrighty, where were we? Alrighty, and yes, sorry, Mariah. I have the recording from yesterday. I'm getting ready to post it on YouTube, but I was just gonna do it with this one as well. Um, and I've got your email and phone number, so I'll send you a text with the link once that's up.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And no rush as well. There's still plenty of time. Thank you, Mod.
Perfect. And then Josiah, I'm gonna go over those notes one more time for you. Awesome. So what you're gonna do is it's post a story and join your college story if available. You're gonna go to Snapchat, get to your profile by clicking on the Bitmoji, scroll down to communities, and then from there, what you're gonna be doing is adding your specific college. Awesome. And I just put that in the chat if you wanted to copy paste it.
Okay, do I send you the screenshot of the thing before I post it, just in case?
That would be great, actually. Yes, please.
Okay.
Awesome. And then I'm just going to kind of start explaining how the Snapchat blast is going to work. So it's going to have you with that post on your Snapchat story. And then it's also going to have you, yeah, so post on your Snapchat story, sorry, post on your college story. And those are going to be the same post. And then also you're going to do the same post again with a message. And then we send that out to quite literally everyone on our Snapchat list. So I've done it probably 5 to 10 times in my couple of years here, and it's super fun. So, first, though, I'm going to go through kind of how we're going to design these posts through Canva. Okay. Who here is familiar or has heard of Canva?
Me.
Awesome. Great. So, then y'all know it's like a super nice interface. It's not adding too many confusing things at all. No one read my script. Okay. Awesome. So if you open up Canva, this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure I'm on the upgraded version, which y'all totally can do, but for the most part, it's a super simple process. So I like to start with social media. Um, we try to always keep it in a good format for Snapchat in this case. So I always stick with Instagram story. That's the same formatting that Snapchat's always going to look like. And from here, I like to scroll through. You can type in your design and it can pick something for you. So if I put in student work, let's see what would come up. Awesome. So for example, let's see. I think this would be a super good one. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So let's see. This one could be great. We could put something like student work. Here is where I would put that stuff that says, oh, here I'm going to put that stuff that says, holy moly, guys. There we go. Awesome. So this is going to say base pay, flexible schedules, resume booster, all of that super similar fun stuff. And obviously, you're going to play around with it a lot more than I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to be like efficient with everyone's time. The best way to change this background is to select it as a whole. You can actually get it deleted. Oh, this is just a man. So we can delete the man. And if we want to add it a little more of a fun thing, we can add in some graphics, something holiday themed. Alrighty. And then normally in this kind of area right here, I always like to add a personal photo. So I know y'all have been showing me examples when you're doing that. So you totally know how to do that. But here it's just about deleting the background and then inserting a new photo. So right now I want to take a little like break for y'all to set up Canva accounts. If you haven't already, it should take 1 minute to do so. And then start designing your first little Insta post or Snapchat post. We want these to be really personable. And you also want to leave a little bit of space at the bottom because for Snapchat and Instagram, we're going to have a little like link here. So just about this much space left at the bottom, that's going to be perfect. Awesome. And then I'm going to share this with y'all um, in the chat, but this is a document I also believe I've already shared with y'all. Just some stuff that you should definitely put down. And yeah, does anybody have any questions? Am I going too fast, being confusing at all? Awesome. And then I'm just gonna kind of put in the chat the order we should be doing things and what point I kind of want y'all to get to.
Do you have an example, one that you can just keep up?
Awesome. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. I'm doing stuff on my screen, so I'm kind of jumping back and forth. But the
No, I'll
Snapchat and the
take your
Instagram
picture.
ones should look super similar. We're only changing the social media platform. Do you want to take a screenshot of this?
Yeah, here, I'll just do that real quick. It's on.
Awesome.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, anybody else?
Mm. I don't feel no man. I'm just trying to feel something. I'm just trying to feel something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
No, I think me and Mariah were both like enjoying it. I see
That was a
Lexi
nice
smiling
song though.
too.
I respect it. I was like, okay.
yeah, my phone, I'm locked in.
Mod, I will say I've dealt with Canva a little bit just trying to promote my business, but just creating this slide will definitely be helpful. And I know a lot of my other peers, especially because we're trying to make our TikTok videos and adding this to it would definitely be beneficial. So thank you for showing this. This is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Any questions? I know I should have had like a better Canva prepared to practice with y'all, but do y'all have any questions about how it's working, the platform?
I love Canva.
I know. I think about like before Canva, graphic design was really only like Adobe, which
Yeah.
you need like a degree to actually successfully use. So I'm super happy with the addition of Canva.
And you want our post to be personable, correct?
Yes, so here's some I actually just found. Here, let's see. So this is one I made this morning. Um, I made a little Halloween themed, and then it looks like a phone call, so that's always a cool little post to have up.
Oh, I'm
And then here,
copying that.
oh yeah, copy the
I'm
heck out of it.
I'm copying that. Oh, hold on. All right,
Hold
Awesome. And
on.
I think this is a layout, and
hold on.
awesome. Oh, I'm glad y'all like that.
No, that's great. Where's that layout? I mean, I can kind of makeshift it myself. I'm just
Yeah, that's a great question because I remember making this about 3 years ago. Oh, something like this would even look great, but that's the premium one. Um,
yeah, I'm broke.
yeah, I this is my manager's premium. I'm not. I am also in the same boat as y'all. Awesome. Phone call. Let's see. Awesome. So look up phone call in that search thing, and then
And
there's
like
this
and
one
like
that's free.
so like go to design and then just wait, go to where? Is
Yeah,
it elements?
design, and then it has this like search bar.
And then you typed in phone call.
I typed in phone call, yeah, and then it pulls up. The
Oh,
exact one
got
is
you. Yeah.
now for premium, but this next one, um, yeah, that one's super great. And then I would change the decline and accept to kind of like the prior one where it's like flexible team environment,
Okay.
or any of these fun little star words. Right. And then I have another one. So this is like the Texas State. It's like a very popular spot. And then I
Yeah.
did like the
Uh,
orange for Halloween and then the red
mm,
for our school because it's kind of maroon colors.
Mary giving me ideas. Hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. Also, pictures with the team are super great backgrounds, like whatever your team is looking like, or your branch is looking like, or even just your favorite selfie with your manager.
And with these, do you have one that you feel like actually bring, I guess all of them would bring in some clientele, but do you have one in particular that you thought like really brought in some good applications from a lot of students?
No, like specifically on the format of it, no. Obviously, we want to like have it well to read, not super crazy, nothing distracting, but it's all about how the reach out is going. Obviously, the reason we want SMRAs is to reach their own social networks.
Yeah.
So the most successful ones are just the posts that are reaching large or new groups of people, I would say. So
Okay.
I wouldn't worry as far as like, I don't know if anyone here majored in graphic design, but I would not worry about if it's here versus here. Totally not the biggest part. And someone will like an SMRA or a potential new SMRA will probably say something like, "Hey, I think this post could be improved this way." Um, but overall, I don't worry too much about the formatting of it. Just make it clear, visible, and have that link somewhere on it.
Got it.
And we
Okay.
don't need to like we don't need to type out the actual link on the thing, right? We'll just whenever we post it, we're gonna like go on Snapchat and like put the link
Yeah.
in there so like it's clickable.
Yeah, so if it's a clickable link, totally don't need to type it out. Just make it a clickable link actually. And then if
Yeah.
it's not, if it's something where it's just a screenshot, we also do QR codes. QR codes are a great addition to stuff where we can't link it. So we have business cards that we hand out, and those have QR codes on it for them to apply to. So that's super easy rather than to type in the whole web
Mhm.
address.
All right, cool.
Awesome. All right, how y'all feeling about your Canva experience post? Where are we at so far?
I just started a free trial to make the phone one.
Awesome.
Yeah, Mara, I also stole your idea, and I'm looking up Halloween, and there's a really nice one with Boo, and like it's pretty much just stationed to where all you need to do is add the information,
Do
and it's
we,
already so.
oh, sorry. Do we send these to
Awesome.
you?
Yes, please send them to me as soon as you're done. That way I can just, move us as long as soon as we're all done. Because I don't know about y'all, but it's Friday, it's Halloween. I would love to be finished before 4 p.m.
I know
But
that's right.
obviously not going to rush through
You
it if
know
that's
that's right.
it. Do y'all have costumes?
I'm Mario.
Nice.
I am Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Okay.
The
Okay.
cartoon, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I am nothing as of yet. My boyfriend gets into town, so he comes from Dallas, so he's not going to get into town until late. And then it's just like I don't know about him, but I personally don't want to go out and party for Halloween after working and driving all day.
We have the good candy over here, so I'm definitely going to be. Hey, you might want to stop by. Don't miss out.
Dude, so in an apartment, no one's gonna come trick or treating, right? Like, because this is my first time living in non-student housing at an apartment, and I'm so scared like the children are gonna come knocking on my door, and I'm gonna have to offer them my all I have is like personal candy, which is not individually packaged. So I'm gonna be like, here's my loose candy, like take some, and their parents are gonna be like,
I'm gonna drug
no.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They might actually. They might. I mean, Halloween is on a Friday. I don't think anybody really wants to be out in the streets, so they might just actually walk
Yeah.
around the apartment complex.
Oh, I'm gonna give them like some like Ritz in a bag or something.
Well, me and my mom, we went to Walmart and stuff earlier today, and a lot of it is like 75% off. So I don't know if you want to have time to stop by and like get some candy, but like it's definitely cheaper today.
Yeah, I think we need to revert to the porch light rule. If my apartment porch light is not on, you cannot come trick or treating. Also, I have a Ring camera, so I'll just be like, go away.
There we go. It's better.
Do we go ahead and post?
Yes, please, please go ahead and post. Sorry.
Okay.
But I do have a question also in regards to the post. So in our office, we're not really just focusing on students. We're kind of just implementing like anybody out there. So I kind of just have it where it says work available. Do you have any other recommendations to try to draw some more people in if it's not just one area focused?
Yeah, I would say so everything except the scholarships is,
Yeah.
neutrally geared. Besides like student work, I would just say great work opportunities, um, opportunities for advancement,
Okay.
um, like I don't want to say quick promotions, but
Yeah.
um, like, however you want to get across, like, hey, if you put in hard work, you can reasonably be promoted very quickly.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And that can
That's
also come down to like staying a little neutral and then in your conversation with those like adults, just being like, hey, by the way, I started off here and I was assistant manager within 3 months and I was making X amount a month within 5 months. So I know you're interested, in doing this full time. So I want to figure out how to, maximize your success in that. Because I also love when we get the occasional adult. Like they really want to put in the work and are really, really interested in being here. One of our top 10 this week is and the past few weeks has been a grown adult, for lack of a better
yeah.
word.
I think Damien posted like 40 plus and he's like our top two people. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming for in our office.
Yeah.
But okay,
So we have a
awesome.
we have a
You.
consistent male adult and a new female adult. Both are definitely, yeah, 40 plus. And I'm like, wow, like that's awesome because us students, we bring something completely different than what they bring. So it's super cool to see
Mhm.
how it all, melts together.
Oh yeah, this looks tough. I think I'm finished
Awesome.
with it.
Awesome. So I know Lexi's got hers in. So let me know when y'all can send it to me and then post it on that main story and inst or not main story and college story.
Okay. Oh,
And then I know Josiah's just kind of chilling.
let's see.
I
Uh,
got candy from the oil change place today, and now I'm like, where else could I go to get free candy?
mm, bruh.
Okay, I posted.
I'm gonna show you my example and then let me know if it's good to post mode. Oops.
I was talking muted. All right, thanks, Lexi. Show me, Evan. Thank y'all both.
Sorry, can I join this on my computer? Because I
Yeah,
didn't know I was on
it should let you
pause.
in automatically.
Okay.
Evan, that looks perfect.
Cool, cool, cool.
You might want to add something that says the base pay somewhere, just because I know that
Oh yeah,
catches
you're right, you're
people's
right. Yeah,
eye
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
lot.
That's literally what
Um,
caught my head. You're right, you're right, you're right.
you could put it maybe where the like charging percent is, just make it a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is a great design as far as like, especially if other people start utilizing this design too, you can change the color of the background and put something different holiday themed
Yeah,
in
holiday
it.
things like when Christmas comes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Rose.
Yeah, perfect to get people in Christmas gifts. Okay.
Where should I put $25 base pay?
Let me see. I would suggest that's really up to you. You could put it where it says incoming call, or you could put it even below that, or just in some blank space.
Mm.
Um, yeah, there's no like wrong answers here. I mean, trust me, if your thing is a little too far to the right, the person isn't going to be like, I'm not working there. People are less brutal than we think. Um, let me stop share for a sec. Alrighty. And how are y'all at as far as the Canva design? Does everybody have their Canva fully designed?
Yes.
So Mariah, you still working on it?
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm gonna make sure I get it done, but I'm gonna definitely share it with my other reps.
Awesome, great. Alrighty, I'm gonna get us moving on. Alrighty, so next we're gonna do some actual sourcing. So this isn't sourcing for the SMRA position. This is just sourcing as the SMRA position, if that makes sense. So I believe I've shared with each of y'all a little Excel sheet. And if you don't have it yet, don't worry. Um, but each of y'all is gonna list about 25 friends or classmates who fit our criteria for oh shoot, we are gonna find. Never mind. I gotta go back. Sorry, y'all. Awesome. So now we're gonna be working on sourcing the SMRAs. So there's multiple ways we can do this, but today we're gonna do it just like the plain Jane fashion way, where we're sourcing them personally. So I have shared with y'all a little spreadsheet, and what that's gonna have is a section for the name and some sections for the criteria, as well as a little note on the person. So the criteria we want for the SMRA program is that they have to be at least 18 plus. That's consistent with, the sales rep position, as well as having 500 plus followers and either going locally to school. So either they're from the hometown that you're working in, and they have all these friends from high school, right? Or they're going to college in the location that you're in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. So I have shared an Excel with some of y'all. I see one of y'all is already on it. I have shared it with Evan. I have shared it with Lexi, Mariah, and Nice EJ 2017. Is that all of y'all, or is one of y'all still missing it? Josiah White. Awesome. Awesome. I've got your email here, I believe. Oh, no, I do not. Could you put your, oh, yes, I do. Awesome.
Uh, where did you share the Excel sheet you said?
Yeah, sorry, I shared it through Google Sheets. And I did turn notifications off just so y'all wouldn't like see it before the meeting and get a little confused. So I sent y'all that. It's called SMRA shift number one. And then I also sent you a different document that's called um,
So is that
SMRA.
their, oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Was it their email?
Yes, it was through email. And then I'm gonna share with Josiah White this one too. And then there's also another one I'm sharing with y'all. It's called SMRA messaging document. That's just gonna have some of the little responses you're gonna have for like Instagram and story post.
I don't see it, I don't think.
Evan, you actually have to go into Sheets on your Gmail, and then for me, I had a lot of them, so it was at the very bottom of my list.
Thank you, Maria.
Mhm.
Okay, there we go. SMRA shift number one.
Yes, perfect. So I've made a tab for each of y'all, this blank tab that does everyone have it up already?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So this blank tab, I made fake names obviously, but I just kind of wanted to show y'all how it was gonna work. So Sally Smith, is she 18? Yep. Followers, yep. Local, and local is just kind of like for y'all to know, like, is this someone that's close enough that you want to work with, or is this someone whose zip code or location we should write a note on for when you're calling them, if that makes sense? How you know them, maybe it's a high school or college friend, maybe you have classes with them and they're super talkative. Just like fun fact to connect us. So we have a section for Lexi, a section for Josiah, for Evan, yes, for Mariah, and then we should be all set with that. So what I want to do now is take about 10 minutes. Y'all just think about people who would be good fits for the SMRA program, not someone you need to be best friends with at all, and kind of like your first day of Cutco sales training, if you remember. We're not going to be calling them any of these people right now. We're really just like brainstorming stuff to work through, okay? Awesome. So I'm going to give y'all like 10 to 15 minutes, then I'm going to check back in, try to get to at least 25. Don't overthink who these people are. If you think there's someone with social media present that's 18 plus that might just like to make a little bit of extra cash, just add them to the list. Don't even think twice about it, okay? Awesome. Y'all will look hard at work, so I'm going to let you get going. Awesome, y'all. And whoever's typing in Halston, oh, I think it's Mariah. Oh, wait, sorry, you're on the correct sheet. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Don't mind me. I do that too often. Awesome. Great work so far, y'all. Keep it up. It looks like most of y'all are at like at least 10. So way to go with being consistent and doing super well. Awesome, y'all. I'm loving the way y'all are making the notes. Definitely super detailed. Thank you for that. This isn't really even going to be a document for me. This is going to be for y'all to reference later on. So super appreciate that y'all are doing it like this now. You good, Lexi? You need some like additional ideas?
No, I'm just thinking.
Awesome. if y'all are feeling like stuck, I'll tell y'all like a very similar spiel I give to new trainees when they're trying to get to their like top 10 names list or getting to more than that. You think about the extracurriculars you did in high school. So any extracurricular, chess club, volleyball, track, whatever it was, all those friends from that, just add them without hesitation. Worst comes to worst, you reach out and they say they're not interested, and then you move on. Or maybe they even say, hey, I'm not interested. I have 5 jobs, but I have a friend who would really, really love to work with y'all. And so those are always like super great avenues. Awesome. And then probably when the first one of y'all gets to about 25 is when I'll move on. Or do y'all think 25 is like insanely high? Do y'all feel like you've got the hang of it and you know kind of what we're looking for now? Awesome. I'm seeing a nod from Lexi, nod from Josiah. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I have no interest in wasting y'all's time. So does everyone agree to move on now?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I want all of us to leave this training happy and not feeling like we were too repetitive. So we've got like 4 more things we're gonna do, and then after that, I'll open the floor for like questions, reviewing stuff, or any like more specific questions y'all might have. Awesome. So the Snapchat blast, we all did that story post, correct?
Yes.
Great. Besides just I know. Um, and next we're gonna do with that same picture or a different picture if you'd like, a similar thing where we just send that out to everyone in our Snapchat contact list. And with that, you want to send a message basically asking them, hey, can you do me a favor and post this on your story too? I'm trying to get the word out about this position. Now, most people don't do that, but they do A, open the Snapchat so we know if they've at least seen it. And B, some people do still apply, even if they're not willing to post that story on their thing. But what that does is similar to the Smra program, it really branches out our reach to all of these people. So if I am the only one posting, I'm only going to reach my 800 followers or something. But if Sally and Billy and Bobby are all posting, they're going to reach their 500 different followers each, and that will have super great successes. So what we're going to do is either with the same one, or if you want to use a new one, I'm going to have y'all send out that post with that link or access to the online application. And with that, you're going to send this message. Let's see. And with this message, no, it doesn't have to be word for word. I know for someone like Mariah making this post, obviously a lot of the people you know would be like, hey, you've been working here 2 years. You didn't just start a new job. So you could stay in a new position, or I'm working on helping out the office, something super transparent, but that's just like, hey, could you do me a quick favor? And most people do. I've had friends that have done that. I've had people I wasn't friends with who would still post it because they just felt like it. A lot of people don't really see any harm, and that's the way I look at it. Awesome. And then there will be like a messages document that I think you'll have access to already, but it will have this in it too. Awesome. So I'm gonna give y'all like 3 to 5 minutes to do that. Does that sound fair? Awesome.
Is there a way to like send it to all of them? I have like so many people.
Yeah, so I think it's actually gonna max y'all out at about 100. Yeah, Mariah's got the experience here. She knows. Yeah, so in my experience, it maxes you out at 100. So if you want to do 100 of whoever you want, 100 of your closest friend, 100 people you don't even talk to, and you have no clue if they'd be interested, and you just want to send it to them. Totally, however you want, but it does max out at 100. I totally just remembered.
Okay.
So 100 of whoever you would like. Try not to go unless you're in Mariah's branch. Try not to go for any of those like adults you have on Snapchat. Just because of the adults I know that have Snapchat, they're not checking it on the regular. Awesome, y'all. I'll be right back. Let me know when y'all have all done that. Just send a little message in the chat. And how's it going, y'all? Are we getting close to that 100 mark? Awesome.
I hit my 100 people.
Awesome, perfect. And how's it going for Evan and Mariah?
It's going good. Yeah.
I'm good.
Aw- Awesome. Y'all have got it all sent out?
Hmm.
Yes.
Awesome, perfect. And let's move on. So next we're going to be looking at that SMRA messaging document. Has everybody found that in their email or drive somewhere?
Yes.
Perfect. Alrighty. I'm going to share screen, but I just wanted to make sure y'all had access to it. Alrighty. The only thing I hate about Zoom is this bar that's always there. I don't know about y'all. Awesome. So yeah, I see some of y'all already on this page. Perfect. So I'm just going to walk y'all through kind of how the messaging for an SMRA is going to look like from the SMRA position point of view. So obviously that's that first message. Hey, Sally, hope all is well. I know this is super random, but I work for a local sales office and we're hiring for that short-term social media marketing position. I noticed you had a large following, figured it might be a good fit. The pay is good, and we work with students and athletes. That is a little line that can totally be changed if you want to specify talking about students versus other things. Super great. After you get that first message back, you send this. It's really direct, and that's what we want. We don't want our SMRAs spending a lot of time messaging back and forth, answering all these questions. That's the job of receptionists, not SMRAs, which SMRAs can later become receptionists, but for now, we don't want them holding the responsibility of answering super specific detailed questions in the chat. So we really do just try to direct those questions to the manager through proper avenues. I always say, like, I always like to kind of play dumb and say, oh, I don't know, I'm actually new here. But most of the questions that our applicants have are answered in the interview. Does that make sense? So that way we just avoid answering like a multitude of questions that they usually have and instead letting them know that you really just work in social media. You're not there to explain the position. That's the job of the manager or assistant manager. Once you send this, hopefully you get their phone number back and then you say that. As far as follow ups, we follow up, nudge, and nudge again. This is just letting them know, like, hey, we haven't forgot about you. Sometimes I open Instagram messages, like from my friends, when I'm in the middle of something. And then after that, I just forget about it completely until they send something again. So here, the first thing we want to do before we ever do this intro message is we want to follow and like a post or story they've had sometime in the day before we message them. This is a good way to kind of assure them that we're not a robot, if that makes sense. So because we've interacted with them and they think we're a real person, like we followed them, we like something, and then the next day we message them, they don't feel as hesitant as compared to if we follow them, like something, then send them a message. They're going to be like, okay, this is weird. Is this a robot? Should I report this account? And obviously, we don't want that happening. So, does anybody have questions about this page? I know it's super short and sweet, but I just want to make sure.
Maud, I don't see it on my end. Did you email this earlier today? I think I might have missed it.
Yes. Is this your email?
23, yes.
Awesome. Let me. Oh, and I made y'all editors, so no one changed this, okay? Awesome. Here, I could put the link in the chat again. How's that?
Thank you.
Awesome. And that should get you to it, I hope. Awesome. So anybody else, any questions on how this page is looking? And I know it's pretty straightforward. Awesome. I will take y'all's silence. I don't have your faces up, so I'm assuming everyone's like nodding and smiling. Awesome. These are some of the other messages I just wanted to have a note for today. Obviously, that's part of that IG story post. Definitely something you want to encourage new SMRAs to be doing. Must-haves in any post, IG or Snapchat. You want to include the base pay, and then there's three details below it about what the position is like. And I know Mariah said she might have a slightly different like marketing scheme, so feel free to adjust those as needed, or as you're branching, if you find a certain phrasing works better, totally feel free to use that. Awesome. This is that heads up message. So this is something you can send out from your list of these people, of those who are that you think would be really great. And that way you can continue the conversation with them there. So that can be for however you know them. Say, Amelia, you only have her phone number, but Zion, you only have his Snapchat, and Luke, you only have his Instagram. So that's a good way to kind of get the message going and reach out to them casually. before starting or like getting onto any script. Does that make sense? Awesome. Alrighty. And then again, I know I put this in the chat, but I'm just including it here so you'll have access to it. That Snapchat blast. Hey, I just started a new job. Would you mind doing me a favor? Awesome. And then just on this last page, I just have my phone number and stuff if you ever want to like reach out to me about this. I know I'm running this training, so I'm totally more than happy to help out with any like follow-up questions y'all might have. Awesome. And then I actually think I skipped something, didn't I? Awesome. Alrighty. And then I know Mariah and I believe Evan and Josiah, are y'all interested in learning more about the different ways we do SMR sourcing besides this?
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So there's two methods, and I highly suggest y'all take notes on this. Lexi, this could totally be relevant to you as well later on in your position. Awesome. So one way is with the former Cutco reps. We reach out to them, we have their information and number, and we basically send a message along the lines of, hey, I know you did really great as a sales rep back then. I'm reaching out because we have a new position. And then you explain the SMRA position and how it's a little different. And that's great because similar to how I'm training y'all today, you don't have to train them in the Cutco knowledge or the vector knowledge of it all. They already understand what vector is all about and they already understand the sales position in great detail because they've worked it. The second way that we found to be really, really successful, who here was an athlete in high school? Awesome. So have y'all heard of max preps then? Awesome. So it's a very specific way we do it. In order to find SMRAs or sales reps who are local, we go to max preps for local high schools in our area. And what we do is, for example, we're about to enter 2026, right? So I will go to, let's say, Hayes High School, and I will go to each sport and each like gender of that sport and set it back to the year of 2024 to 2025. And what that does is it generates the names of all those senior athletes for me. And they were seniors in 2025, which means now they've graduated high school and are likely at college somewhere nearby. So that's my favorite way to source them because you can get so many names and numbers and you start following them on Instagram. And those athletes, they have like huge outreach and all of that. So that's super great. Awesome. So just to review, former Cutco reps also make great SMRAs. They require slightly less training, so that's always a plus. And then max preps is the best way to reach athletes, I would say.
Because my manager, yeah, he told me about like how to use Mac. How is it spelled? Max, what is it?
Yeah, it's max preps here.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Yeah, of
Yeah, because
course.
he already showed me how to like do it and find people. You get their names, you can like put that in Instagram and then literally just find them like that. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And once you find like one, I don't want to say top athlete, but like the most popular athlete of that team or school, then you look at their following and you can find most of the other people by just like searching their first name. So it's super, super awesome.
And then how do you find former Cutco reps?
Awesome. Former Cutco reps. Are you, if you're branching, I assume you're an assistant manager or about to
Mhm.
be?
I'm an assistant
Awesome.
manager. Mhm.
Awesome. So the way you find former reps is through like Vector Live, Web PDI, Vector Connect. So you look at who did
Okay.
well,
Uh,
maybe, and it's also about like the manager relationship. So do you have a current manager, I'm assuming?
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So they'll know who left Cutco because they were seeking something a little different, who left Cutco because XYZ reason, and who left Cutco because they, might not have wanted to be associated with it anymore. So that's a great resource for being like, which people should I look for? Should I look for people over a certain amount of CPO, or do you have, like, my manager has about 5 people come to mind when we say, we need one of our bubbly girls that used to be a sales rep to come and help with us. And maybe they weren't ultra successful like some of our CSPs, the sales reps, but they brought the right energy and we know they could bring the right like social media vibe to the team, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, Mariah uses GroupMe. That's also great. How would you mind sharing how you use that for the group?
So I did this originally, and that's why some of my people are past Cutco reps. So I just go in and I'm looking at specifically, let me find that. So I go to the members, and because I've been here for so long, like looking at the person's face, I'm kind of remembering how they were as a rep during Cutco. And you can actually just send them a DM on there too. So that is just another way that you can literally just find somebody as quickly as possible. But yeah, just going to the group, scrolling down. I mean, my boss has at least over 1,000, maybe even 5,000 people. So yeah, just going through that list and just looking. And once again, I would take Maud's suggestion too, just specifically asking the manager, like, okay, about this person, what was the deal? And do you feel like they would be a good SMRA as well?
Awesome. Great. Thank you. And when you're talking about the group me, you're referring to getting their group me contact from your team staff group me, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we
Great.
have for us we have like our just our staff meeting, and then we have like our admin like whole entire like where everybody's posting their sales and whatnot. So I would actually go to your office group me and not just your staff one, because you'll have a lot more people with the whole entire office group me.
Awesome. Great. Already now I'm just gonna finish off by going in kind of how to attack that list that y'all were working on. Awesome. Awesome. So for this list, the ways you reach out to them are obviously going to vary some. Whoa, that's so cool. Um, I love that Sheets does this. It's something Excel doesn't do as well. And it's so amazing. Awesome. So for Lexi, since you're going to be in the SMRA position, these are all your friends. So it's going to be super easy to reach out to them. I'm not sure whose phone numbers versus like solely Instagram handles you have, but the way you're going to reach out to them is really just by going through this messaging document. Um, I know it says for Instagram, but obviously these would work for regular text as well. And ultimately, we're just trying to do these first two things to solicit getting that phone number. And then let's see. Does anybody have any questions about who would qualify and how you might pick the best ones out of these? Awesome. Alrighty, so with these, what you're going to be doing from the SMRA program is really just like strong reach out to getting phone numbers. I would suggest with your manager, whoever you're following, to follow a similar structure to this. We also want to add in a little section, probably something like reach out, and that'll let you know if you've been calling them, if they've been contacted, et cetera, et cetera. And from there, what we typically do is either running an SMRA interview or having them jump right into training for their first onboarding shift, which I believe is what Lexi is doing today, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So it's really just dependent on the person or the manager. Some people like Lexi, we definitely just, y'all can tell we trust her to know all of the social media stuff already, but other people might need a more official interview and training. So I do have an interview for those of y'all that need access to that. It's like a 2, 3 page interview, super short and easy for Zoom. And that's the SMRA interview that I've suggested that we run, as well as I can share that training document with y'all. Um, Honestly, I feel like we've gotten to a really good point. Does anybody feel like there's some stuff I haven't covered today at all? Awesome. Does anybody have questions about Snapchat at all? Okay. What about anything Instagram related? Awesome. What about how to access any of these sheets or how to contact your manager or me in the future about questions for this? Awesome. All right, Lexi, I just want to ask you directly, how was this for you? Was there any information, since you're kind of like the new one who doesn't know too much about our company?
Yeah.
How was this for you? Did I go too fast? Could
No,
anything
I
have been
think
more clarified?
no, I think it was perfect. I think you explained everything well because I feel like I came in not really knowing anything. And so now I understand everything and it all makes sense now.
Awesome. Great. That's great to hear. And how about for y'all three, Kakoians, as I like to call y'all? All good?
You want to go first, Josiah?
I'll go. No, this is great. Yeah, similar to Lexi, like I didn't really have a lot of knowledge, but I feel like I have what I need to move forward like more confidently. So this is dope. Yeah, I
Awesome.
think everything was great.
Awesome.
I had some pre-knowledge about this doing posts, but this definitely did help. I like the big thing I liked was the Snapchat post. I like the script you gave me for how to reach out to SMRAs, and yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate it. This was insightful. This was helpful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love how in Vector we have so many scripts to use, and I love how you already have that created as well. I definitely loved your idea of using Canva. I've only used it once before, but using that to actually create the post, and also I can definitely use that as the pay to post too. So that's something I'm definitely going to look forward to as well. And you had some really good examples. I would actually probably have those like saved somewhere so that way you can already show like the newcomers coming in, like this is what it
Absolutely.
looks like already in the very beginning, because I think people would kind of like, what am I supposed to like? How does this
See the
look?
after before
Yeah,
they
yeah.
start. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure, for sure. And if you do have applications coming in, of course, like we all have thousands of Google documents. I definitely do, and I have them pulled up already. I would say just show them as well, like what the application process is going to look like after people put it in. So that way people are just like expecting and knowing what to see after that as well. Because I think the having a balance of it would definitely be beneficial.
Awesome. I love that. So show more of the process before the process, essentially.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Great. All right. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for your time. This was my first time running this training in like 2 years. So thank y'all for your patience. Thank y'all for your time. And yeah, I got you out of here an hour early. So hopefully everyone has an amazing Halloween. Again, in that message.
Party time. Oh.
Awesome. So again, in that messaging document, there's my Instagram, phone number, name, and email. Always feel free to reach out to me. If I don't answer your call, definitely text me, but I'll definitely get back to that text.
Perfect. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
You did
much,
great.
Mom. It was amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend.
You
You
too.
too. Take care.